Before the rap lyrics, before the documentaries, there was a man named Meech. Born Demetrius Flenory, he wasn't just a street dealer. He was a strategist, a marketer, a leader with vision bigger than his city. Detroit in the 1980s wasn't kind. Factories were closing, money was drying up, and hope was in short supply. But where others saw lack, Meech saw leverage. Alongside his brother, Terry, Southwest T, they started with small flips, street corner hustle, classic work. But what separated BMF from every other crew? Presentation. Meech didn't move like a corner boy. He moved like a CEO. Private jets, fleets of luxury cars, clubs bought out for the night. Not just to party, to advertise. See, BMF wasn't just a drug operation, it was branding. Their parties were legendary, not for who got invited, but for who wasn't. Rappers started noticing, producers started aligning, the streets started watching, and just like that, Meech made BMF a cultural force. But power draws pressure, and federal eyes never blink. By 2005, the walls were closing in. Wiretaps, RICO, surveillance. When the indictments dropped, Meech took it on the chin. 30 years. But even behind bars, the name lives. BMF got TV shows, rap references, street murals, and global recognition. Why? Because Meech didn't just move weight, he moved culture. He showed young black men you could run an empire, even if the world only gave you scraps. Now let's be clear, this ain't glorification, it's recognition. The game cost him everything, but the vision still studied. When you break it down, Meech wasn't chasing flash. He was engineering respect. Every watch, every Benz, every staged photo at the club, it wasn't random, it was strategy. He understood psychology. How image controlled perception, how noise could mask motion, and how myth could outlive the man. See, BMF wasn't just a trap story. It was a blueprint for how to scale in silence. They kept loyalty high, messaging tight, and business moving like clockwork. Phones stayed clean, meetings stayed private, and everyone had a role. Meech didn't just want to be rich. He wanted to show the world how a black man could move without begging. But with growth came exposure, and exposure came pressure. The very traits that made him iconic, the lifestyle, the flair, the spotlight, became the same traits that got him indicted. The feds weren't just chasing dope, they were chasing the dream he represented. Because to them, a young black crew with that much structure, money, and discipline, that's a threat. But even after the fall, the story didn't fade. It spread. From music videos to Netflix scripts, from barbershop convos to street murals, Meech became folklore. And here's the twist. While he lost the streets physically, he gained the culture eternally. Why? Because Big Meech didn't build a drug empire. He built a brand, a movement. And movements? They don't die in prison. They multiply in memory. So when you see BMF on a shirt or hear a rapper name-drop Meech in a bar, just know you're witnessing legacy. Not just the crime, but the craft. Not just the fall, but the formula. Meech cracked the code on influence before influencers even existed. And in the end, that's what made him a legend.